I put down my mother's dog, and now she's trying to have me arrested. My mom, Linda, has never really been a mom. She's been homeless on and off for years, except she calls it houseless because she's not on the street. She just crashes at random guys' places. I'm 26, and I've been taking care of her dog Daisy since March, paying for everything. Food, vet bills, toys, all of it. The dog's microchip is still in my mom's name, though, which is going to be important later. The worst part about my mom is that she's completely unreachable. Her phone will be off for weeks at a time, and I can't get hold of her. She's been using drugs pretty heavily, and I refuse to let her stay with me because of it. So last week, Daisy's back legs just stopped working. Like she was walking around fine in the morning, and by afternoon she couldn't move them at all. I freaked out and rushed her to the vet. They did some tests and said she had a pinched nerve in her spine and needed surgery right away. The vet handed me a quote for $3,200. I felt sick looking at that number. I don't have that kind of money just sitting around, but I couldn't just let Daisy suffer, so I left her at the vet's office where they could keep her comfortable and monitor her. That alone was costing me $150 a day. Then I went on this insane mission to find my mom. I called her phone every single hour for 2 days straight. It went straight to voicemail every time. I left probably 30 messages explaining that Daisy needed emergency surgery and I needed her to call me back immediately. I even drove around to the places I knew she hung out. This one bar downtown where she meets guys, her friend Rachel's apartment, the casino where she likes to play slots. Nothing. Nobody had seen her. By day 2, I'd racked up $300 in vet bills just for boarding and pain medication, and I still couldn't afford the surgery. The vet sat me down and gave me 2 options, either surrender Daisy to a shelter or put her down. I asked about the shelter option and the vet's face got all serious. She said Daisy would likely decline fast, waiting for someone to adopt a dog with paralyzed legs who needed expensive surgery. Most shelters would probably put her down anyway. I sat in my car in the vet parking lot for an hour trying to decide. I kept calling my mom's phone over and over. I called her last known boyfriend. I even tried messaging her on Facebook, even though she hadn't been active in months. Finally, I went back inside and told the vet to put Daisy down. I held her while they did it and cried the whole time. She was such a sweet dog. None of this was her fault. 4 days later, my phone rings at 7 in the morning. It's my mom, sounding all excited and chipper. She's talking fast, saying she hit big at the casino, won $4,000 on the slots, and she's on her way over with the money for Daisy's surgery. I felt like I was gonna throw up. I told her it was too late. Daisy was already gone. The phone went silent for like 10 seconds. Then my mom started screaming. She called me every name in the book. She said I had no right to make that decision, that Daisy was her dog, registered to her, and I was just supposed to be watching her temporarily. I tried explaining that I'd been calling her for 48 hours straight, that I'd driven all over town looking for her, that I didn't have the money and the dog was suffering. She hung up on me. The next day I got a letter from a lawyer saying my mom was pressing charges for putting down her property without permission and that she was suing me for emotional distress and the value of the dog. Now I'm sitting here with a $300 vet bill I can't afford and legal papers saying I might get charged with a crime, all because I tried to do the right thing for a dog my mom abandoned.